What is Article 1255? It states that the debtor may cede or assign his property to his creditors in payment of his debts. The cession, unless there is stipulation to the contrary, shall only release the debtor from responsibility for the net proceeds of the thing assigned. The agreements which on the effect of the cession are made between the debtor and his creditor shall be governed by special laws. What does payment by cession mean? It is another special form of payment where the debtor assigns or abandons all of his properties except those exempted by law to the creditor at their benefit. Creditors are only given the right to sell those properties, and the proceeds of goods will be used as payment. If the proceeds of the sold properties aren't enough, the debtor will still have the obligation to pay the remaining balance of the debt. What are the class of cession or assignment? First is voluntary or contractual cession. This means cession or assignment by agreement of the parties. Second is involuntary or legal. It means cession or assignment which is governed by the Insolvency Law Act 1956. What are the requisites of payment by cession? There must be two or more creditors, meaning two or more creditors are involved in the agreement. Second, debtor must be partially insolvent, meaning the debtor must partially be unable to pay debts owed. Third is there is acceptance of the cession or assignment by the creditors, meaning it is made necessary that the creditor must fully agree to receive the cession or assignment given to them. Lastly, the property ceded or assigned must not exempt from execution, meaning any possessions given or assigned to the creditor are not free from any obligations from the carrying out or putting into effect the plan. What is the effect of payment by cession? Unless there is a stipulation to the contrary, the assignment does not make the creditors the owners of the property of the debtor. The debtor is released from his obligation only up to the net proceeds of the sale of the property assigned. The debtor is still liable if there is still a balance unless they have a condition or requirement demanded in the agreement of the opposite side. Example, 𝐁𝐥𝐨𝐜𝐿 is indebted to several creditors such as 𝐁𝐥𝐸 and Andrea with 400,000, 100,000, and 250,000 respectively. All the obligations are due, but 𝐁𝐥𝐸 has assets amounting to 150,000 only. 𝐁𝐥𝐸 decided to dispose and assign his assets to 𝐁𝐥𝐸, and Andrea so that they can sell them and apply the proceeds to their respective claims and satisfy their credits. 𝐁𝐥𝐸 and Andrea accepted the offers. The assets are sold amounting to 500,000. 𝐁𝐥𝐸 is still liable for the balance of 100,000 unless there is a second stipulation that the assignment shall be in full satisfaction all of his debts. Second, M owes H 30,000, J 10,000, and K 20,000. All the obligations are due, but M has assets worth 50,000 only. M offers to assign his assets to H, J, and K so that they may sell them and apply the proceeds to their respective claims. H, J, and K accepted the offers. If the assets are sold for 40,000, then M is released from his obligation only up to the amount unless the creditors agreed to completely release him from his debts. What is duration in payment and cession? Duration in payment and cession are both substitute forms of payment or performance. They are governed by the law on sales. What are the differences of duration in payment and cession? In duration, there is usually only one creditor, while in cession there are several creditors, meaning there is only one creditor in duration, while in cession there is a lot of creditors involved in the agreement. Second, duration does not suppose the insolvency of the debtor or a situation of financial difficulties, while in cession the debtor is insolvent at the time of the assignment. Third, Dation does not involve all the property of the obligor. On the other hand, in the cession, all the property of the obligor is subject to execution, meaning all the property of the debtor are not involved in the dation, while in cession, all the property are involved in time of insolvency. Fourth, in dation, the creditor becomes the owner of the thing given by the debtor, while in cession, the creditor only acquire the right to sell the thing and apply the proceeds to their credits pro rata. Meaning, in dation, creditors can acquire the ownership rights of the thing given to the debtor, while in the cession, they can only acquire the right to sell it and the proceeds only go to their credits proportionally. Lastly, dation is really an act of novation, while cession is not an act of novation, meaning dation can be used as substitute for a new contract to replace the old one, while cession cannot.